here I am. Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh my goodness. You're all here already. I'm on time, you know. I'm on time. Hello, everyone. Hi. Oh my goodness. I can't say hello to all of you anymore. There's so many names. It's wonderful. Is my microphone on? Yes, it's on. Nobody had said anything just yet, so it was fine. Oh my goodness. Even Layla is here. But she's in the wrong place. So it's normally me, Layla, then the desk with the computer. But now it's me, nothing, desk, Layla on my feet behind the desk. So yes, my feet are slightly getting warmed up. But it's fine. And there is the notification saying Anja is live. As if I don't know it. Yes, she's looking at me now because she heard that I said her name. Do you want to come and lie here? Come on then. No movement. She's been asleep all day. Yesterday, in the night, she was like on my duvet, you know, waking me up. So I'm gonna try and get her to come on, wake up a bit more. Come on, this way. Come this way. Yeah. Watch out for all the cables. Yeah. This way. Come on. Yeah. Via the lacy, past the internet cable. And here we are. Hello, everyone. Hello. Yeah, look. Put your feet there. Put your feet there. Look up. Look up. No. Well, Samira, only when she wants to, she will listen. You know, it's only when she thinks, yeah, that looks like a good idea. Here we go. No, let me see if I can put this down a bit so you can see her face. Look at that. Layla. There is something on this desk, though, because she's licking it. Look. Ugh, Layla, please don't. That's yucky. Yuck. Yes. Oh, she's so soft. Hi, everyone. Hello. People are still joining in. Hello. I don't know what they call her. Okay. Caught that. That was the microphone being catapulted into the room by Layla's tail, but I caught it. I am awake. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Christina, she's a rag doll, and she's a is it do they call it blue pointed? Yeah, I think you said that, seal point or blue pointed. But yeah, she's in her passport, it says rag doll. So yes, Angel, I think that's exactly the right expression. She's now sitting on the side, licking her paws. But yeah, that microphone, it did go flying. But of course, catapulted indeed. Oh my goodness. So I'm really pleased that you're all here because, of course, today, oh my goodness, 3 more sleeps. 3 more. So 1 sleep and it's Monday. 1 sleep and it's Tuesday. 1 sleep and it's Wednesday. And of course, Wednesday is the big day, 14th of October. Oh my goodness. I personally have been thinking about this date since the Ode to Anna Cal started, because that is when the new Cal is born, right? It is born on the day that the old cal starts. Because for me, I have to start thinking about these things far in advance. And before I even show anything of the cal to you, I have already been working on it for months, and I am, should I say it? Should I say it? Should I say it? Yes, I'm going to say it. This morning, a new cal was born. Ah! So, your cal is going to start, and I am going to start thinking about the next one. Unbelievable. The way it happened, again, very strange, but there we go. But, of course, we are going to still concentrate on the autumn war cal. It is still my favorite. And the story behind it, I love the story. And, how do you add a banner on YouTube from iPad if you don't have, I don't know how to, what do you mean by banner? The live chat, you mean? Actually, no, I don't start teasing about it until I'm absolutely sure, until I have something to tease you about, to tease you with about. No, that's wrong. Yeah. Anyway, no, I do keep it under wraps for a little bit. But what I just wanted you to know is that, yes, I am planning on doing a new cal. I like doing them. I think you like doing them as well. It's been great. I don't know. The crochet corner. I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean. Yes, so, yes, Janie. So you see, the thing is, it's all, everything takes so much time. And we realize 100% that we started that website and sending out the cal packs too late this time. But of course, it was the way it all happened, and because it was new and all that. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, next time we will be better and longer prepared, and that also means that I have to get started, of course. I would have done anyway, but still, you do need to work in advance quite a bit to be able to, Oh, Petra, but we are great friends, Petra. We are, aren't we? So, yes. Oh, my goodness. You're all my friends. You're all my friends, aren't you? Oh, my goodness. So, we are going to have a little talk today about all the details about the cal. So yes, it's starting on Wednesday, the normal time. Okay, so there is always going to be the normal publishing time, and I stick to those, right? So whatever time that is for you, it's 6 o'clock in the evening in the UK, right? So that's BST for now. It'll soon be Greenwich Mean Time, so it'll soon be GMT. So so the timing is always the same. It's always the evening. But of course, for the cal, we're going to have a new episode every Wednesday. So week 1 will be, oh yes, Kiranjit, it's wonderful that we're all friends. Yes, if you use too many emojis, then your post cannot be posted automatically. I am sorry about that, But yes, Fiona, I will talk to you about that. So just 1 or 2 emoji. It's something that YouTube does. I have no control over that. So just use the 1 or 2 emojis. I will multiply them when I see them. Okay. And yes, so unfortunately, that's what happens. So then we have to do that. Then we have to amend for your message to be seen. So yes, so every Wednesday, there's going to be a weekly episode of the Cal. But of course, then there's Friday. What do we do on a Friday? So this week, on Friday, we are making a pumpkin garland. So I've tried for during the Cal, all the Fridays will be a project that goes with the Cal. Not exactly with the Cal. I mean, how should I say it? It runs alongside the Cal, right? So it has something to do with the Cal. And if you see, if you have read the blog post that I posted on whenever it was, Thursday or Friday, then you will have read all about my grandpa's pumpkins. So they are here. So that Friday video will have something to do with the story of the Cal. Now, it started as a separate thing, right? So I was going to do just separate things to go with the Cal still, but then I changed my mind. So yes, we are making a pumpkin garland because I thought in itself it's a great thing to make, and it is October. So, it's wonderful if you can make a pumpkin garland for October, of course, but we are also going to use the colors from the Cal. You will have leftover bits. You will have enough left over to make the small thing. So yes, I have made the whole pumpkin garland, but not with colors from the Cal. But if you want to fully take part in the side project, you will have to make a few pumpkins with your gold color, because that's the most orangey one that I could find in the pack of the Cal to make a pumpkin. Okay, but it tells you all about that next in the next video. And then in the week after that, there'll be something else to make, also with the colors from your Cal. And those things that we're making take so little yarn, it should be fine for you to make them. Okay, so today during the live, I thought we could do a little swatch. Now, to be honest, we could have done this a long time ago. It doesn't really have anything to do with the Cal, but it would just be a way to see how I differ from you. So why I always say, oh, I use a 3.5, because do you know what I mean? My tension is different. Yes, I'll talk to you about the bag in a moment. Okay, I'll talk to you about, some people might recognize this. Lots of people have had one. Okay, so this is my little swatch, and I'm going to start another one. Well, we'll see how far we get, if I can find the end of this yarn, because it's one of my sort of leftover balls. And I am going to make another one in another hook size. So this one, I made this just Starcraft DK, and I made it in with a 3.5, as I normally do, right? And oh wow, Janie, so yours is 6 centimeters square. That's amazing, because mine was 6 centimeters wide, but only 5.5 high. So your single crochets are taller. See? So that way, if you know what the difference is between my tension and your tension, you have an idea of how the blanket could be different as well. So, yes, Dirk, I turned them into moderators, as they are also moderators on the Facebook group. Generally, we sort of do the same thing on here as well. Okay. It's just so that they can get rid of some of the, if there are any funnies. So I made this one using a 3.5, wherever that might be, because that always disappears, doesn't it? Oh no, that's a 3. Honestly. So that's also a 3. Where is my 3.5? Okay, it's on the desk. Okay, never mind. So this one I made with a 3.5. Chetna, I've never done a swatch, to be honest. This is the first one I've done. It really is. Petra, you do the cowl in the size hook that you normally use for that yarn. So yes, this is Stylecraft Special DK. It's prescribed for a 4, but if you've used it before, you will know which hook size is the best for you, okay? If I use a 4 for this yarn, this doesn't look, well, I'll do it so we can compare it, right? Then it looks scraggly. It doesn't, oh, I done already my thing. It doesn't look so nice. Okay, bye-bye. We'll catch me later. So it doesn't look as nice as what I, want it to look like almost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 chains. Then you skip the first chain and you do 10 single crochets onto your chain back to the first chain. And now we're going to have to count. Now we are going to have to count the rows. Yes, Ingrid, I put a post up on Facebook, so do 11 chains, then you skip the first chain, and from the second chain you do 10 single crochets back onto your chain. There we go. Is that 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10? So that's easy to count as well. So chain 1, turn. And the first chain does not count as a stitch because we are doing single crochet. So do a single crochet in that very first one. Hey, dag mama. My mum is here as well. I wonder if she's got her yarn ready. And so I can see the difference because the holes are bigger and it just doesn't look the same. So there we go. Do I have to use that last one? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9? Yes, this last one is going to be a stitch. So this is how you can check it easily by quickly counting, of course. So look, see? Can you see the holes underneath? And I don't have that here. Where is it? See, look. Well, there is, but it's not as obvious as this one. Can you see that? Can you see the difference? So this one is 3.5. This one is a 4. So let me continue. So that was my second row, was it? We are now third row. Yeah, she's just watching. Okay, and of course, because you're all watching, can't do it now. My yarn split. So, and for yourself as well, it's worth trying this with different sizes hooks and see how you feel, which one would be looking nice. Yes, so for someone who crochets tightly, a 4 would be fine, of course. Yes, Ruth, so that's why I say you use the hook that you normally use for that yarn. Because I can't say you have to use a 3.5 because it might just not look right for you. It might be far too tight. So there's no point in trying to, say which hook you have to use. Just make sure that you try it out. If you've never used a yarn before, then I always recommend you do a little sample, or you do a little bit and you assess, and then, and even the really strange as well, some of the testers, like Zoe, she had to I think she used a bigger hook, but she had the same size test piece as me. So even with a different hook, a small hook for the, yeah. So, it's all preference. It's all your tension, basically. I have forgotten what row I'm doing now. We'll have a look. Yes, look at the holes in there. See? They are much bigger than these holes. And that's why I like using the 3.5. See? Because obviously, I mean, I have used a 4 for a whole blanket before, and that blanket is so loose and so it's limp almost, It's nice enough. But yeah, I was glad it was finished because I sort of made the decision of let's try and use a 4 and see how that goes. And I was into it and I did it, and I could feel from the beginning. Yes, indeed. So Julie uses a bigger hook, but she still has a smaller blanket. Isn't that amazing? So it's good to try this out for yourself. Marla, I don't think it will make much. Do you know what I mean? I'm not worried about it making a difference. Your tension is going to make it different anyway. If you have to use a different hook just to get the same tension or the same size, then you're not going to be happy using that hook. Like I said, I did it with one blanket and I was so pleased it was finished because it's just, I've put a picture of my gauge on the Facebook group, Sharon. Yes, Julie does crochet very tightly indeed. Yeah, 375 is a good one to have as well, which I never had. But now that we have the higher hooks, I do have a 375, and that's what I was going to use for my swatch just now. But I thought, no, it's more important to actually use the yarn, the hook that goes with the yarns, so I can actually show you what it should look like as it is prescribed by a... Oh wow, there, Jonna, yours is 3.5 hook, 6 centimeters wide and 5.5 high, and that's exactly what mine was, Jonna. So that's good. I know, Julie, I know. And also, if your hands are wet, which doesn't last very long, but if you go and wash your hands, very often you dry them, but they're still a little bit wet. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? Okay, so yeah, here we are. Look, I can actually see through that. My mum would say, je kunt er eten door schieten. And I shall translate it into English. You can project peas through it. Peas. You can shoot peas through it. That's how thin it is. That's how open it is, right? Je kunt er eten door schieten. So, look at the difference. So this is my swatch with the 3.5. This is the swatch with the 4. And clearly, there are so many holes in this one. And let me just quickly put it down. Is it 10 rows, you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me do another one. 9. Yes, it's a good saying, isn't it? I asked my mum once, and that's when she used it. And mum, do you remember? We went to visit someone, and it was a really quite a hot, it was not cold, it was a warm day, it was a normal day. And my mum wore this knitted sweatshirt, a knitted jumper. And I said, Mum, isn't that going to be really warm? She said, no, she said, you can heat add to it. She said, no, the holes are as big, you can, project peas through it. So yeah, that's where I said, I've never heard that expression before, to say that it's got so many holes in it, you can, it's airy. So there we go. Bye, Leslie. Thank you for coming. So there we go. This is the 4. Let me do this properly. Cut it off. Okay. 6 by 6. Well, I mean, to be honest, Ingrid, 6 by 6 is fine. It's fine. My tape measure thing. Okay. So this is, yeah, it's past 6. So it's 6.5 by 5. So it's gone wider, but it's less high. So this one is, let's have a look. This one is 6 by 5. So yeah, it's still the same height, it seems, but it's wider. Very strange, isn't it? But you can see that this one, is much more holy than this one. Ah, Beth, that's great. I mean, yeah, it's what you like. Okay, if you like the, the floppiness and the relaxed, look of this blanket, fine. Of this thing, that's great, But if you like the more neat and sort of compact look of this one, then that's fine. It's up to you, of course. There is enough yarn. To do either, to use whichever hook you want. Now I have got packs left. I have got some packs left. So if you are still interested, you can order them from the website. So it's called Ophelia Talks Crochet.com, and we have the packs there. And that is something I wanted to talk to you about, because of course for the last few weeks we have been sending out these packs. Okay, so we've seen all these pictures of, hang on, there is somebody asking something here. Where is it? Is it? Yes, the thing is, we've tried to get good postage rates, and there is just, we've been really lucky with everybody, because we've got this amount, we've got this postage, we are paying £3 towards your postage, so everybody gets sort of UK free postage basically, and then if you're international you have to pay on top of that. So our postage rate that you have to pay is not the full amount. We are paying some of that for you. Okay, and we have been really lucky because people have bought the cheapest one for their destination, and things have been arriving really, really quickly. Well, quickly, within the time frame, or within a good time frame. So there might be some that are still behind, but we're not worried, because some of them have been sent only this week or last week, so we still are within the delivery days that they say. So we're really, really happy about that. Now the thing is, yes, of course, when you buy from us, we are going to give you that £3 off your international shipping or free postage in the UK. So do go and have a look, because obviously, we have got some. And if you're in the UK, if we send it off tomorrow or even Tuesday, you will be able to get started this week still, maybe even Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. It does not matter. It does not matter that you will start late. For instance, the videos will remain on YouTube. The videos, you will be able to catch up on them. They will be in a playlist. You can go through them at your own pace. Even, if you think, oh, I'm really slow crocheting, or I'm on holiday, or I am not sure what I want to do it now, maybe I want to do it in the spring, then you can still go back and do it again. There are still people making the Ode to Anna Cal. It is so heartwarming to know that people are still going back and back, and going back to it for making it. It's just wonderful. So yes, so all the blog posts with the pattern will be available, will stay available, and then of course there will be, at the end of the cal, there will be a possibility to buy the actual pattern, an embellished pattern with nice pictures and everything, and that will, obviously be yours to keep, so you can keep on making it or keep on cherishing the pattern. So what I was saying about the cal pack, okay, so yes, these are the packs that we have been sending off, and we've seen all these posts on Facebook saying, yes, my yarn has arrived. And that's just so, for us, it's like, whew, okay, one less that we have to worry about. Okay, yes, that person's arrived as well. Okay, yes, that one in Canada has arrived, and this is conversations between me and Dirk. Dirk, there's someone whose package has arrived. And then he comes back, oh, really good. Great. So we're like shouting up and down saying, yes, somebody's package arrived. And we're so relieved. We're so relieved. Okay. So, so the thing is, I look at all these pictures and I think, oh my goodness, they must think, what a mess, right? Look, so it comes out of the bag. So this I've packed before I take it out. I have personally packed every one that you have received. Okay, I have packed all those balls into those bags. Okay, I have touched every ball of yarn. I made sure my hands were clean and Layla was out of the way, but I have touched those balls that you are going to be using. I have touched as well. Okay. So look, it comes out of the bag like this. Oh my goodness, don't you think it's an absolute mess? But this is the way I had to pack it for the dimensions of the parcel that we had to send. So I had to stay. I know. Did you think it was organized? I'm just thinking it's an absolute mess. I mean, do you know what I mean? It's an organized mess, but it's still a mess. I wanted to pack it so it was nice like this, one alongside each other, a second layer on top, make it look really nice. And then I put it in the plastic bag and Dirk went, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, why not? It could be a nice flat package with all the balls lying nicely next to each other like that, and it would make such a lovely flat pack. No, he says, you can't do that because then we're outside the small parcel dimensions and then we would have to pay more. And I'm like, really? You mean I have to put it in all jumbled up? And oh, thank you, Michelle. I hadn't thought of that. Yes, it's like the autumn leaves all jumbled up. But do you know what I mean? And I'm thinking every pack I thought, they must think I've just chucked them in, from afar. But this has been thought about, right? The amount of times that I was working on my desk, before we started shipping them, before the website launched, the amount of times I sat on my desk working. Dirk walks in and he goes, do you have one of those, those white bags? And I'm like, yes, darling, they're in the box there. Okay. He gets it out. Okay, so are there 15 balls that I can use? Yes, just take any. Steals the show Crochet and Chefs. You can go and buy the yarn if you want to on the website opheliatalkscrochet.com. Okay. And so he takes out 15 balls just from my, and he starts putting it in. And he's like, okay, so let's put it in like this and let's put it in like that. And then he goes away, leaves the mess, goes and gets a plastic bag, because of course he forgot this. Then he tries to shove it in there. Oh my goodness. The amount of times he did that. And then it's like, where's your tape measure? I'm like, I'm working. So, and then he says, okay, so, and that's obviously when he must have worked out how to, how to do it, how to put it in. Sandra, when did you order it? When did you get your shipment? We are still fully keeping everything crossed so everybody's pack arrives. It should be there within, it should be there on time. Obviously, from like last week to this week, if you're ordering now, it could be a little bit late, but So yes, I mean it was, and that's when he must have done it, because you're not allowed to go bigger than certain amounts. And if I was to put them nicely flat, would be longer or wider than what it would have been, and not high enough. You see, so we need to make use of the width of the package, and not the. This isn't supposed to be wider, right? This can be this wide, but if this is wider, if this is two balls like that, then it's not going to, then it's not going to work for the parcel. So yeah, I thought I have got to explain this to them because I've been worrying about this. I know it's a small thing, but every time I was packing them and I'm thinking, they're thinking I'm just chucking this in. But of course, then he's like measuring it all up, and then all of a sudden he's gone. And I'm thinking, okay, so he's gone. I turn around, and there it all is on the sofa. Balls and this and the plastic bag. And I'm like, oi, come and clear up. Oh my goodness, it's just so funny. I mean, all the things that we had to do that you never thought of, really, the amount of time it was so funny packing those balls in the bag, and I was like secretly looking at what is he doing. Oh. Exactly, Christine, and that is probably why, because if we were to pack it nicely next to each other, then obviously yes, no, did it I think he sorted that, Sandra. Yes, of course, and you reordered, didn't you? Yes. So it's been shipped. It should, fingers crossed, it should arrive next week. Okay. But even if it doesn't, no worries, no worries. You will get the there is, the pattern will be there on Wednesday. It will, you can bookmark it on the website. You can make sure that you have the playlist. I think you can like a playlist or something on YouTube, so you've got it there with the videos slowly appearing there as well. So you can go back. Okay, Christine, I'm glad that the packages were fine. It's probably me. It's just probably me. It's just that you want to present something nicely to someone when you're sending it. They open it and it's just so lovely if it's all nice and organized. But yeah, there were restrictions, unfortunately. um yeah. Right. Okay, so if you Ah, right. Okay, William. I'm glad you mentioned that. Yes, I was hoping it would be flattened out and nicely by the time it arrived, but obviously that's not the case. Oh, thank you. I really I wanted to do a special thing with the little card inside and everything, and of course with the little label as well. So I'm really happy that people like the little touches as well. Okay. Ooh. Yes, that is true. I did try and pack it with lots and lots of love to make, just thinking about the fact that, where would these parcels go? They have been sent out all over the world. All over the world. I mean, we were listing the countries one evening. We were saying, isn't it amazing? Canada, the US, Australia, Tasmania, wonderful. EU, Germany, Austria, Italy, Greece, France, Belgium, Holland, all Denmark, Sweden, unbelievable. So yes, of course, Bridget, yours arrived by very special courier. It was the shortest journey. It was, and she accepted it. That was very, very nice to be able to do that. I mean, Penny, it is, and when I mustn't start thinking about it, to be honest, because I've got the tissues there, right? But yeah, the way it has all gone, and some nights, right? We sit in the sofa, the computer is there because that's our television, and it's still closed, but I'm already in the sofa and I'm crocheting. And then when Derek arrives, he then turns it on and he starts sort of Netflix or whatever we're watching. But generally, first, he has to look at the YouTube statistics, right? And when he does that, I know it's not going to end within 10 minutes. It'd be a long time because he loves his YouTube statistics. And what we love seeing is how many people have subscribed, have joined for example, the amount of people that have joined this year is so much more than in all the other years. And it's so nice to know that so many people are joining our little world, our little community. And then he's also seeing, which is your utmost favorite video, which is the one that's always on number one, or which one is doing really well. And then he's like, why don't you make this? Or why don't you make a video about this? And then very often I'm like, okay, yes, darling, I'll just do a, mosaic square blanket by next week, shall I? But he doesn't quite yet know the amount of work involved. So sometimes I do have to, tell him, look, darling, that's a lot of work. That's a good question. What was the video that made you subscribe? Julie, the face scrubbies. The pumpkin tea cozy. Oh, Janie, that's a lovely one to make, isn't it? Oh, thank you, Pam. Thank you. Yes, sometimes it takes me a couple of times to watch something from someone to subscribe. But yeah, to be subscribed to from the first video. The weekend poncho. Oh, the dream catcher. Oh, the soap holders. Yes. Yes, of course, Laureen. You've just joined, haven't you? Yeah, so I mean, it's just so nice to know. You know, how should I say it? It's really hard to know what you're going to like. So I try to keep an eye on Facebook groups, and I try to keep an eye in our group as well. You know, the Facebook group Ophelia Talks Crochet on on YouTube, on Facebook, because no, that's fine, Lorraine. You're here now. You're here now. And you know, sometimes it's really hard. I mean, I have so many ideas, right? I have a list. And whenever I have an idea, I write it on the list. And once in a while, when I'm a little bit stuck, or when I think I should go and have a look at the list, because generally I keep having ideas. So I do go to the list when I'm feeling a little bit, and then I find that I can cross some off as well. So the list is an ongoing thing. You ask me things, I put it on the list. I check the list once in a while if I need some inspiration. But from that list sometimes comes as well that I have already made it, or I have done it in a different way. So it's, you know, it's a never-ending list basically, but I try to keep it you know, active and current, because I try and keep an eye on what's happening in the groups, what's popular in crochet groups. And I'm going to tell you something. Yes, I am working on a new version. I did one, but I want to do a different version now as well. I am working on a new version of a pocket shawl. Yes, I'm making a new pocket shawl. It's half finished. But of course, I'm not showing it to you yet because I might change my mind. But yes, and it's part of a oh, thank you, Pat. It's part of the Oto Anakel. So one part, I've taken that and I've turned that into the pocket shawl. So it's a lot easier than the other one that I did, and a lot of fun because, yeah. Okay, zip it now. Oh, Beth, that's great. Yeah, the mystery cal was a great thing as well. I'm thinking about another mystery cal, but I'm not sure. I like saying a little bit more about it. Cabaret, is that another type of yarn, Miranda? Hi from Rose Cottage. Hi, Deborah. I used to live in Rose Cottage. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's the embrace shawl. But yeah, I'm thinking I did that one, the border and the sides together with the middle, and it was holding yarns together. So there were so many things, you know, to take into account. This one is much simpler. Much simpler. Ah, Miranda. I am sorry. I am not a glitter girl. I do not like glitter at all. I actually, you know, stay away from glitter as much as I can. It's a condition. I have never liked glitter. I will never use it. I don't have anything with glitter. Even Christmas cards that arrive here with glitter, I can feel it through the envelope. And I look to see who it is from. And then I am very sorry, but the card does not get opened. I cannot deal with glitter. Okay? Not even sparkly yarn. It's not in my, no, because I think that the glitter is going to come off. One time, oh my goodness, remember when I had my nails done? Oh my goodness, the floor was covered in glitter there. I really had to stay calm, you know, and put myself, don't think about it. Then she knew this, my nail technician, she knew, and she cleaned the desk really, really well. But one day somehow there was glitter left on the thing where you lift. Oh, no, that doesn't work. No. So I just went, you have to clean that off, you know. So she did. But no, I mean, I got better because I kept going back and she was, you know, but no glitter for me. Thank you. I know, Sharon, this is the thing. And my daughter loves that glitter wrapping. No, it goes everywhere. Yeah, I have at the moment, because of the CAL, I have planned everything for the rest of the year. So it's all planned because the CAL is quite late, you know, 14th of October. So we're like at the end of November when that finishes. Then I have a couple of more videos that I want to post about the CAL linked to the CAL. Then I have another fun project coming up. But of course, I also have to put the new pocket shawl in between as well. And by the time I've done all that, it will be Christmas. And you know, around Christmas time, I don't post for 2 weeks. I've done this every year. So we will have a break at Christmas and then we start again in the new year. And I already have ideas for what I'm going to do in January. So there is unfortunately this year no time for a advent calendar. I did do one 2 years ago. So do go and have a look. If you didn't realize that I had one, there is a playlist for it, I think, somewhere as well. Maybe Christmas 2021, but yes, doing an advent calendar, I did 25 videos for that month. And of course, I am filming that then in October and November. And that was I had a really hard time, not hard time, but, you know, it was a busy time trying to, you know, churn out almost 25 videos. So, you know, but, indeed, Sharon, that's exactly right. Glitter is not good for cats either. And here she is. Look, she's on my lap. The little monkey. But the absolute most popular video, and correct me if I'm wrong, Dirk, is the flat circle. How to crochet a flat circle. Did you know that? Did you know how I crochet the flat circle? So those are that's the absolute top video, I think. And then the second one, yes, it's the scared stitches. Yeah. Ah, is it the scrap blanket? Okay. Scrap blanket. But then another one that's very popular is the tissue box cover. How? You know? So this is why I can't understand the things that are liked are not always the things that you think are going to be liked. Do you know what I mean? I know. So when I suggested this pattern in the crochet club, they all went, "Oh, really? You want us to make that?" And I'm thinking, "Oh dear." And I've already got a video that's coming out, and if they don't like it, blah blah blah. But anyway, they made it, and turns out they really liked it. Then the video came out, and it was like, I know. So, and so the scrap blanket update and the pattern. So this is where I give you the pattern for that scrap blanket that I was doing. More than 600,000 views. I mean, unbelievable. So yes, it's unbelievable. You cannot predict it. Indeed, Marilyn, you cannot predict it. I try to little projects. Yes, Janie, of course, they're little projects. Plus, also, you can make them according to the, to your decoration in your house. And then whatever box you buy, it's always in the same colors of the house, So, yeah, like I say, it's really, really difficult to gauge, what to do next, basically. And I have to admit, sometimes I think they're going to think I'm crazy. Really, they're going to just think, Anja, what are you thinking of? Right? But like the Woodbury Castle shawl, it's so popular. You love it. You're wearing it. You're making it. You're not making one. You're making 2, 3 of them. So I'm thinking, they like it. They like it. So I have to, in a way, I almost have to have the confidence in myself to say, right, I am going to do this. This is what I want to make. And I'm sure they love it. Not that I'm that confident about it, but do you know what I mean? That is what I have to do. There's always this battle in my head. Are they going to like it? I want to do this. This is what I want to do. Will they like it? And then I'll answer your question in a moment. Karen is asking me what my favorite video is. Of course, I'm now thinking hard. So I'm thinking, like, whatever I do, there's always going to be someone who doesn't like it or who wasn't waiting for that particular project. Do you know what I mean? There's always people who are going to like it. There's always people who are going to love it. There's always people who are going to hate it. But like with the Cal now as well, the pressure is so high because, of course, we're making this blanket. Are they going to like it? Is it going to be good enough? All these questions. And oh my goodness, I really had to learn to deal with that and to get more confident about that. So in a way, it's almost like I'm doing it. Whatever they think, I am doing it. And then I am so pleased that you're liking it then, Thank you, Steelist the Show, Crochet and Chefs. What's your name? Tell us your name. I know, Ingrid, I know. And that is also a big thing. You are such a nice community. You all so understanding as well. And I think you all just go with it. You take my projects and you might think, oh my goodness, what's she doing now? But you still say, oh, that's very nice, Anja. And you just think, well, let's just give her that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no, to be honest, I mean, I'm trying to explain how I feel about this, but you guys also give me a lot of the confidence to do what I want to do, because I don't want to sound big-headed or anything. How should I say it? Because in a way, it's not whatever I do, you still like it. It's I am very careful in choosing. I am very careful in trying to gauge, hold on to the, yeah, what you would like. And we are on this path, right? We are on a path where I offer you certain things. And I can't explain it. I want you to be able to almost say, oh, but that's clearly an Ophelia Talks project. That is something that Anja would do. Do you see what I'm trying to say here? You know, I can't explain it, but you know, I am within a community that like me a lot, and where I can express myself as myself, and you understand me. That's it. It's my style, yes, but also, like, for example, you know, with this autumn walk and with the story around it, I am opening up so much towards you. You know, I am bringing up so many memories. I'm telling you all about all kinds of things in my little pattern, in my stories. And I know that you will appreciate it. I would not do that if I thought that you would, you know, not appreciate things like that. Do you know what I mean? um yes, oh yeah, I mean, no, I'm not precious about, I give you ideas, Janie, and I love it when you run away with it, of course. um yeah, I mean, I can open up, Julie, I can open up to all of them with, you know, some of my life, some of my memories, but only because I have that, there is that relationship, you know. um yes, yeah, I love it when people, you know, when people take the idea and make it their own, change the color, turn it into something that they, you know, it's wonderful. It's what it makes me think, why didn't I think of that? Do you know what I mean? But we're all in this together, we're all in this little community. Exactly, Ingrid, exactly. And you're all getting to know me really well. You know, there's Layla, there's my husband. You know, you've seen my kids or pictures or whatever. They don't like, you know, and there is something else I wanted to do. I have changed my crochet lounge. So I want to do a new crochet lounge tour. So we'll do, yeah, and I'll tell Karen off. I tell people off as well. We have to be able to do that, don't we? Oh, yes, that's it, Roxy. Trust and respect. And we know, you know, even if you have a bad day, go to the group, do a little post, or even just have a look around, and there'll be lots of lovely posts to cheer you up. And that's what I want to do. You know, I want to give you a smile on your face, a hobby that can give you crochet me time, you know, just sitting down gently, quietly with your own crochet, with your own little hobby, with your own, with yourself, and just, you know, calm down. Right. Yes, Janie. And coming back to Karen's question, which is my favorite video, okay? I now have 645 videos. 645 videos. Oh, wow, that is a long time, Talia. We're going to have a look at that and see. But of course, yeah, we'll have a look. See, we've We're checking. We'll just have a check. Thank you, William. I'm not going to try and read that because they're, okay, too difficult words for Sunday evening. Sorry. Symbiotic interaction. I can read that. The other one I can't. It's a tongue twister. Okay, so which video gave you the most headaches? Do you know, I think it depends. It's not necessarily the video or the thing I was making. It's, it's not was I feeling all right that day. It's not was I feeling in the mood for filming that day. That's not the case, because generally I'm always in the mood for filming. I'm always, maybe if I was a bit tired, that makes it a little bit more difficult sometimes to film. You say more the wrong words. What doesn't help is, sometimes there's like cars outside or the neighbors, and they have a little child and it screams, the minute you press the button, there's a child screaming somewhere. That's the distractions that makes it difficult to film sometimes. And sometimes you have one distraction after the other and you think, why? So that's the only thing that's, that's the only thing that sometimes. And also, sometimes there is a harder point. And what my problem is I'm of course crocheting like this. So normally you would be crocheting over here, sort of close to your body like this. But of course I am crocheting here and I'm watching through my viewfinder. So I'm not actually seeing what I am seeing live. I'm seeing it through my viewfinder. Okay, so I'm seeing it like this. I'm watching on here what I'm doing here. And that doesn't make it easy. That does not make it easy. So, it's that distance and then the not seeing it in real life, basically. So sometimes when you're doing something more intricate and you have to go through or out or whatever, that is sometimes harder to do for me when I'm filming than when I'm just doing it like this. But you get used to it. Yeah. You're seeing it like you would be seeing it when you're crocheting, but of course that's not how I see it, because I've got the tripod and everything in between. But there we go. I do it because I like doing it. But no, Miranda, I use my phone. I use my phone. So yes, I know, Sharon. That's why I film it so like that, so that actually I am watching what you're seeing. Okay, so how should I say it? So if I go off screen, I've seen it straight away because of course I can't see it anymore. So yeah, I am watching through my, I don't know whether I can show you. Yeah, I can see my, so now I'm seeing my hands. But I'm seeing it through here. I'm not seeing my hands live. I'm seeing it through here. Hang on. Why did I just turn off the phone? So, right. So this is the view, right? So I'm seeing that there. Can you work it out? Can you see what I'm doing here? Yeah. So this is what I'm doing. And I'm watching that. my goodness. Suzanne, we'll have a chat about that if you want to, okay? It's easier just to have a chat. Yes, so, but Ingrid, editing is such a good thing. I try not to edit out too much. I only edit out when I say a big mistake, when I'm saying the wrong word for some reason and I didn't even hear myself say it when you're filming it. There's very often, you think, oh my goodness, why did I say that? And the other day I was filming something and I filmed the whole thing and I said the wrong number throughout, and it's written down. I said the wrong number of stitches, the wrong number, time and again. So I had to you can't redo it. So I had to voice it over. Okay. By Crafty Chats Cafe. So yes, I had to voice it over. And sometimes you might hear there's a little difference in voice because, of course, the voice that you film is always going to be different from the voice that you voice over with the microphone. But there you go. I mean, the editing takes longer than the filming. So yes, it's a skill. I mean, you think you can crochet? Yes, I can crochet. But the minute you press that record button, your brain turns to mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, I tell you. You forgot everything. Everything. Thinking, okay, so you read, for instance, okay, the pattern's there, or the pattern, and you say, right, okay, slip knot and 16 chains. Okay, press the button. Okay, and so we're going to get started with right, okay, that was a magic circle. Slip knot. Okay, delete, start again. Okay, and we're going to get started with a slip knot. You're going to insert your hook, close, wrong size hook. Okay, let's start again. Unbelievable. It's just, So, yeah. Yes. Susanna, I used to edit on my phone. Up until March from this year, I used to edit everything on my phone. So since March, I now edit on my MacBook because I decided to, sort of buy the MacBook and let YouTube tutorials pay it off, basically, because obviously, it's an expensive tool, but and now finally we might come to the answer of the question, Karen, which is my favorite video. I have learned so many things now, and we are doing such different type of videos. You'll see the Cal videos are completely, the Cal information video and the Cal lookbook and the shawl lookbook. I am now incorporating, instead of the paws, I'm doing like woodland or trees or things like that. So the videos, I love adding in the footage from the woods, the music. I now have Epidemic Sound. I have a subscription so I can oh, thank you, Hege, thank you. I have a subscription so I can choose the music. I try to find music that goes with it. So all the music for the Cal, for the lookbooks, it's all, music from Epidemic Sound. I go onto their website, I take it off. You're allowed to use that, So, yes, the time lapse. And I even used soft house music for that. I was so happy. you know, I'm like, yeah, exactly, Christine. I want to stand out. I have found a way to stand out in between all those other crochet videos. I go out there and I get the footage and I put music to it. And do you know what I mean? I love adding things like that to the crochet videos, and I want to keep a theme going, and so I'll do that again, so maybe, I haven't used this yet, but maybe views of the sea, of the beach, things like that. So now it's all woodland. So from Wednesday you will have tutorials and videos, and there'll be all kinds of woodland scenery in there as well, and music, and and I also choose this particular type of music. Oh my goodness, it's just, I love it. And I have to say, I did forget to put in the first 2 weeks, I think I didn't put the name of the music, but I do have another video coming up. I indulged myself and I made the video that I was thinking of to make throughout the cal. So that one is made as well. And I put all the music that I used from all the videos, I put it all in there. Okay, so you'll be able to find out what music was what in that very sort of last video of the cal. I'll tell you more about that later on. Okay, but yeah, I mean, bye. Yes, so Christine, the lookbooks are something I'm going to keep on doing because I love creating them. They take a long time, don't get me wrong. It's not a filler for the channel. It takes me longer to do the lookbook video than to do the tutorial and to, then edit it all. It's the same amount of, it's the same amount of work basically, as a tutorial, of course, in different type of work, but there is a lot of work, a lot of editing, a lot of sorting, a lot of thinking, okay, how are we going to film this? Tripod. I got rained on the other day because I was filming the lookbook. I was soaked to the bone. Okay. We were out there in the woods. I got drenched. It started raining out of nowhere. The yarn got wet. The item got wet. I'm not saying which item. I got wet, and I wasn't wearing that many clothes either. Well, I was wearing proper clothes. Okay, I was properly dressed, but not enough layers for the time of year. And, it rained. Wet. My hair got wet, everything. I was dripping. But anyway, yes, I don't mind doing all that because I know you're going to love it. That's what I want to do it for. Okay, peeps. Oh my goodness. Yes, so I still haven't answered the question, which is my favorite video. And to be honest, I want to say a particular video, but I'm not going to, because I just don't know. I don't know everything. Sharon, keep that question under wraps. Everything is my favorite at the time. And as long as you can learn something from it, as long as you can take that idea and run away with it, it's my favorite video, I am now... Denise, yeah. That would be a good one. Oh my goodness. I am now making my videos so different from before, you know? Of course, before there was something to say about those as well, because, you know, the editing and how I made them on my desk, you know, with editing on the phone, you know, that's a skill in itself. But yeah, so many videos, 645 videos, I think there are. And I hope, well, if you haven't seen all of them, I think you better, you know, start your marathon now. Right, everyone, I'm going to say goodbye. I've had a lovely time. Do consider making a few of these, because it will show you what the best hook is for the, you know, for the yarn. Try out some hooks as well. So that's always a good way to try out your tension, to get to know your tension. I'm hoping that most of you will have your pack, if not all of you. We are going to, you know, make sure that if you still haven't received it, let us know. There's not much we can do to start with, but after so many days, we might be able to inquire. I'm not sure whether we can, though, so we'll have to just keep our fingers crossed for now, okay? And yeah, be ready for the Cal. Starting, I know, Rafaela, I know. Amazing amount. Starting on Wednesday, 14th of October at 6 BST in the UK. So watch out, you know, find out what time it is where you are. I'm going to do one more sleep right away because it's evening here. So then there'll be 2 more sleeps. Oh. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. So leave me a thumbs up if you like this video. Make sure you go to the Facebook group and ask, if you haven't joined yet, ask to join. Make sure you answer the questions, because if you are taking part in the Cal, there will be lots and lots of Cal talk there. Of course, the moderators, or I should say most of the moderators, were testers for the Cal, so they have already finished their blanket, so they'll be able to help you with any problems that you might have. The Cal is not there to test your patience. It is there to give you some lovely crochet me time. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. Enjoy those last few nights of peaceful sleep, or maybe not so peaceful the last night. You'll be very excited, I'm sure. But deep breath. It will all be all right. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye. It was lovely talking to you tonight. Bye. Let's end this stream. It says end stream down there. Right. Bye. Sandra, it's not supposed to measure anything. What you are, your measurements is what your measurements are. Then you can, you know, compare it to mine. Laureen, don't count stitches when you're watching me, honestly. Bye.